Good day, everybody. My name is Medic Victor, the CEO and founder of Genius Tutorials. Okay, so I want you to subscribe to this channel, share this video to as many JAMBites you know, to as many JAMBites, as many students that are writing JAMB this year. Alright, because this video is going to be helpful and useful to them. Now, are you ready to receive JAMBites? You are struggling to understand this topic, or you are worried, or maybe you've not started, or maybe you've not even covered as much as you can. This video is for you. All right, and why am I confident in making this video? How to blast 300 plus with Genius Tutorials in these few months left. We have just 2 months left for your JAMB preparation. How to maximize these 2 months left to score 300 and above with Genius Tutorials. Why am I confident making this video? Follow me. In 2024, we produced a lot of outstanding top scorers, with our top scorer with 339 over 400. Yes, and that is God's gift, Timothy, and he's currently studying nursing in Uniport. All right. In 2025, which was last year, we produced 11 students with 300 plus, with 3 sets of 340 plus and 3 sets of 330 plus, and over 23 students with 250 plus out of 50 students, with our top scorer 347 over 400. All right, so that is Baba Omokolade, and is currently studying engineering in UI. All right, so you can see that I'm confident making this video, and I'm pretty sure that what has helped others will likely going to help you. So I want you to sit tight and follow me till the end. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, I want you to do that now. Like this video and share this video. Very important. So follow me. Let's begin. Step 1. So the first one, make a consistent plan. All right. So we just have 2 months left for your JAMB preparation. Yes. And this is not the time for you to be playing around. You're hanging out with friends, doing all sorts of frivolities. Actually, the best time to start preparing was since, but nevertheless, you still have time. You can actually maximize this time left, this month left to JAMB, and still score very high. It's possible. So the first one is what? Making a consistent plan. And what do I mean by making a consistent plan? What you should do is that you create a study timetable. It's not the one that you've been creating and not following it consistently. No, create a new one. From now on, I will read 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the night. See, this is not the time for you to be reading 2 hours every day. You have 2 months, and if your dream score is 320, 340, at least for your personal reading, 4 hours daily. Now, I'm not talking about you going to tutorials, spending hours there. No, I'm talking about your personal time, 4 hours daily. And you can actually split it, because it's not possible for you to stay a whole day within 4 hours without break. No, but you can split it actually. All right, and that is healthy study habit. Now, you 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the night. And if you can read like this consistently for the whole 2 months left till your JAMB, you can actually score high. Right? And the second subtopic under this, have a roadmap. Have a roadmap. Don't just be reading aimlessly. Okay, you take a textbook, you just be reading. No, that is not how to read. You are studying for JAMB. You're not studying for your secondary school examination. What are you going to do? Get an updated JAMB syllabus. Alright, that syllabus will serve as a roadmap to your consistent reading. Yes, let's take for instance, if I'm to be the one studying for JAMB, I'll take a syllabus. Alright, maybe today in my timetable I have like physics and English. Physics, I'm to cover units and measurements, motion. English, I'm to cover nouns, pronouns. Now you can see that syllabus have served as a roadmap. And again, and that will lead us to number 3. Yes, have a fixed goal. have a fixed goal. You've seen the syllabus, you've created your timetable. Now, don't just say, I'll read this and without finishing it. Have a fixed goal, and you have to create it a night before that day. Alright? Now, creating a goal will give you that sense of responsibility that you have things to do the next day, and it will avoid you wasting your time. Yes, have a fixed goal. Write down your goals in your paper. Now, it's not the one that you write it in your brain. No, write it down. Let it stick. Wasting your time. Yes, have a fixed goal. Write down your goals in your paper. Now, it's not the one that you write it in your brain. No, write it down. Let it stick. Knowing fully well that as the next day approaches, I have all this to cover. Alright? Now, let me give you an instance. Maybe I'm to cover physics and English, like I said before. The next day, I'll write it that night before the next day. Okay, physics, I want to cover units and measurements. I will use this particular textbook. I'll use this past question, and I'll make sure I finish this topic and answer all the questions on that topic. And after that, I'll answer motion. I'll read motion. I'll use this textbook for motion. I'll answer all the questions on motion using this textbook. Then that one, you've done that one in the morning, right? Good. Now in the night, you go again. I'll read English. I'll use this textbook for nouns. I'll use JAMB mimics for the past question. Pronouns, I'll use this textbook, Invisible Teacher. I'll use past questions for pronouns. And when you are doing this, have a recommended materials. Don't use any textbook at all to read. There are textbooks that JAMB recommend. Yes. Now, let me give it to you. Alright, let me give it to you. Physics, use 2 textbooks. New School and what? Landlord. Or you can use Physics Demystified. Yes. Or JAMB Mimics. Alright, so any of the 2. For English, the best textbook, use Invisible Teacher. Yes, by Dele Ashade. Alright, and you can use JAMB Mimics for the past questions. Okay, for chemistry, yes, use Understanding Chemistry or New School Chemistry, and you can use the JAMB Mimics or Landlord for past questions. For chemistry, okay, for I've said physics, English, chemistry. For biology, use Modern Biology. Modern Biology is the recommended materials, or you can get College Biology. Yes, College Biology. Then you use JAMB Mimics to back it up with a lot of questions. All right. So, point 4, under making a consistent plan. Point 4, under making a consistent plan. Make sure you practice questions regularly. Make sure you practice. Now, this is not the time. If you are taking your textbook and be reading aimlessly, you are reading wrongly. Yes, you have to read strategically this period because you don't have time again. And if you think 2 months is still very far, or maybe it's still much for you to, you are wrong. At this point, you have to be reading with strategic. Okay, good. Now, what do I mean? Read textbooks, solve past questions, solve a lot of past questions. Solve a lot of past questions. At least on every topic, you are expected to solve 40 questions on the topic. JAMB Mimics is very important. JAMB Mimics is a past questions that is set or based topic by topic. Now, on every topic you read, you go to JAMB Mimics and you see a lot of questions on that topic. Now you can see if you are able to finish this JAMB Mimics, right? It's not even a must to finish your textbook. I know many of my students, they didn't finish that. In fact, they didn't even go half, but they score as high as 330, 340. Why? Because they know their onions. Alright? And that will lead me to number 2. Join an effective tutorial. Yes. You know, when I say tutorial, some people will be like, I'm not joining tutorial. Tutorial is scam. It's scam. I can read on my own. I can do this. I've seen students coming to my DM. Sir, this is my 3rd time writing JAMB. This is my 4th time. I need help. And I asked them, did you join tutorial last year? Now they said no. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot actually pass without joining tutorial. No. But what I'm saying is that joining tutorial, an effective one at that, will give you an edge. Or maybe you score 330 without joining tutorial. Assuming you've joined and consistent, you are committed to, to the lesson, you would have score extra. Maybe the tutorial will give you another extra 20 marks to your JAMB score. Now, joining an effective tutorial is one of the keys to smashing JAMB within these 2 months left. And Genius Tutorials is an effective tutorial. Yes, I'm the CEO and founder. All right, we've have a track records over the years. Last year, we produced a lot of 300 plus, and we produced our highest scorer with 347 over 400. And last 2 years, we produced our highest scorer as with what 339 over 400. Now you can see we have track records. We have many 300 plus. We have people that have gained admission. We have testimonials. You can check my my WhatsApp catalog for more testimonials. Now, once you've enrolled in Genius Tutorials, because we've started since January 16th and we've covered a lot. But fret not, once you join, you can still cover a lot. All right, you can still catch up. You can still go back to the previous topics we've done and mock exams too. You can still go back to it. Now, let me say this for some of us that have joined or some of us that are about to join. Once you enroll in Genius Tutorials, there are some things you must know about Genius Tutorials JAMB class, and I'll be saying it. Just follow me attentively so you can pay attention, so that you not just pay and feel relaxed. There are some things you must follow. There are some things you must do, things not to do. All right, within these 2 months left. And remember what I said before, you can actually score as high as 320 within these 2 months left. Just follow me. All right, so I've received a lot of questions about our ongoing JAMB class. All right, joining an effective tutorial. Genius Tutorials is a very effective online tutorial. We have track records, we have structures, we have systems, we have intelligent tutors. We have, in fact, our pace in our JAMB class is enough for you within these 2 months if you are committed and consistent. Because I've seen some students pay, and even to attend class is another issue. I've given them several punishments, they've undergone every punishment, and still they are still the way they are. So I want yours to be a different one once you enroll. Now, one of the questions I've had about our ongoing JAMB class is that, sir, where is the class taking place? Our class is taking place on Telegram. Yes, we use 3 platforms: WhatsApp, Telegram, and YouTube. All right. So on Telegram, that is when our main class is taking place. All topics, subjects, everything basically are done on Telegram. And the reason why we use Telegram is because for those that are going to join late, or for those that will be joining even after we've started, can get access to all what we've done. All right. So now the best app to use now is Telegram. Secondly, we use WhatsApp. WhatsApp is for class updates, for brainstorming, and a whole lot informations, advice. WhatsApp is basically so I can communicate with the students one-to-one. So WhatsApp is there, and that is where all our students will be added to first of all, then Telegram. Then thirdly, YouTube. Yes, we use YouTube for video tutorials. All right, because we've seen some difficult topics that can't be just demystified with write-ups and voice notes. So now we use YouTube to teach them physically, all right, visually, so they can understand, breaking down every concept in the difficult topics in every subject. All right, so we use WhatsApp, Telegram, and YouTube. Now, the second question I've received in our ongoing JAMB class is that, sir, are you going to cover the syllabus twice? Now, the question is yes. We are covering the JAMB syllabus twice before your main examination taking place on 16th of April. Now, we've started our JAMB class. Like I said before, we've started since January 16th and we've gone far. We've covered at least 50% of the JAMB syllabus, but you can still catch up. Now, you have an opportunity now. You that is watching this video, yes, you. I'm talking to you. If you've not enrolled, I want you to enroll now. The fee is 5,000 naira only, 5,000 naira monthly, right? But we have our payment plan. I will come to that. Now, we've started, and by the end of March, the 3rd week of March, you'll be done with the old JAMB syllabus. And so from March 4th week till the main, you'll be done with the old JAMB syllabus. And so from March 4th week till the main examination date, you will be finishing the whole of the JAMB syllabus again the second time. And not only that, even the past questions, because we are not just a tutorial that teach you with just notes. No, we give you past questions. Yes, like my students do know me. I'm a physics tutor in junior tutorials, and at every topic, we make sure we provide 30 to 40 questions on that topic. Now imagine you are able to solve 30 to 40 questions with detailed solution. There's no question JAMB will bring again that you cannot be able to solve on that topic. Alright, now you can see the essence of you solving past questions, you getting in-depth understanding. And again, I would like to divert a little bit. Coming to number 1, making a consistent plan. As you are reading, make sure you are reading with understanding. JAMB tests your level of understanding, not how well you finish a topic. You can finish the whole textbook without understanding. Yes, it's very much possible. So as you are reading, understand what you are reading. In a way, if they should give you a rephrased question of that topic, you are able to answer it. Alright? Good. And in junior tutorials, we go after your understanding. And that's why we are not rushing to finish the topics. No matter how slow we are, we'll be able to finish, as we've said it, at least twice. So we are finishing syllabus twice. So we are finishing syllabus and we are taking it gently by gently, so that all students in GT JAMB class can understand properly. Alright, with multiple past questions. Now, question 3. I've been receiving some questions like, what are the structures needed for me to score 300 plus in GT JAMB class? If this is a question, fret notes. Alright, fret notes. The structures that are needed, there are so many. And I'll be mentioning them one after the other. So, structure 1 in GT JAMB class, we have what we call 4 a.m. reading club. Yes, this 4 a.m. reading club helps students to read consistently every morning. So you can decide to start from 3 o'clock or from 4 o'clock early in the morning, and this is taken strictly in GT JAMB class. So I want you to be aware, once you are enrolling in GT JAMB class, make sure you have an awareness of 4 a.m. reading club and make sure you maximize it. Remember, we are talking about maximizing these 2 months left to score as high as 300 plus with junior tutorials. And 4 a.m. reading club will help you read consistently. It will help you stay disciplined. Yes, this reading club helps us to track our students' reading performance. Alright, so every morning you will come to the GT reading club and signify. Then you also signify once you are about to stop. Alright, now this is, we don't take our student personal reading for granted, and that will lead us to structure 2. We have personal reading timetable for all GT students. Yes. Now, once you are enrolling, you'll be given your personal reading timetable. Alright, and it includes physics notes, physics class notes, English class notes, chemistry class notes, JAMB PQ, physics, both past questions and class notes are in your reading timetable, your personal reading, and this is different from the class timetable, and you have to follow it consistently and discipline in the 4 a.m. reading club. Alright, And take note, I will also say this, there is a strict punishment applied. There is a strict punishment applied. And that will lead me to structure 3. You have attendance group in GT JAMB class. So after every class, all students are expected to drop their attendance. Yes, I, your name, attended chemistry class from what time to this time. Are you seeing it now? And your attendance report is taking note of. Even though we are 100 students, even though we are 500 students, all students attendance reports are taking note of. Alright, so after every 2 weeks, every student in GT JAMB class, your attendance report will be given, and it must not be below 70%. Yes, there is a strict punishment applied once it's below 70%. Now, all these structures are for your discipline. Why are we doing this? For you to be disciplined. You just have 2 months left, so you don't have time. Alright, and if I bet you, if you can be consistent and disciplined with us, put your commitment. There is a prayer group for you guys. Alright, so this month, this February, we are about to anchor a prayer meeting for JAMB. You see, you must understand that your academical seriousness is at the mercy of your spiritual seriousness. So if you are serious with God, God will also be serious with you. Pray like you've never read and read like you've never prayed. Those 2 things. Read and pray. Read and pray. Before you start reading, you pray. After you are done reading, you pray. Those 2 things works. Alright, so please don't joke with the God factor. So many people, they misuse this, but they don't know that this is actually the most important. God factor. God is real. God exists. Alright, so don't joke with God factor. Okay, so I'll wrap it up with basically all what I've said. I'll just do a thorough recapping. So the first one I said was making a consistent plan. I said create a study timetable, stick to it, create a goal. Yes, a consistent goal. Alright, you get a roadmap, which is the JAMB syllabus. I also told you the recommended materials. Alright, so you can go through them. Secondly, joining an effective tutorial. GT have explained all what you want to hear in our ongoing JAMB class. Alright, take note of it. And our JAMB Rhema Class, which is our JAMB revision class, is starting March ending. That is the last week of March. We'll be covering the syllabus again the second time. So please, if you are join us early. Don't join us 2 weeks to JAMB. Join us early. Alright, so you can cover the syllabus the first time with in-depth understanding, and also join us covering the syllabus again the second time. We'll be covering 1 million past questions on JAMB topics. All JAMB topics in physics, chemistry, biology, maths, even English. Alright, oral, JAMB novel. Joining us is the best decision as a JAMBite, willing to cover as many as possible within these 2 months left. Alright, the God factor, don't joke with it. I've told you all what they mean. Please try to follow instructions. I've told you, don't just listen to this my voice, watching this video, and without taking any action. So after watching this video, I want you to write down what you've learned. Apply it consistently. Consistency is better than intensity. Yes, a focused 4 hours daily is better than 6 hours once, 6 hours after 4 days. So consistency should not be joked with. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for following the standard plan, the elite plan. So why I advise all students to make use of the light plan, 18,000 naira. You won't have to pay anything at all. And when you make payments of the light plan, which is 18,000 naira, you will not have to pay any single dime. Alright, and you have access to our JAMB revision class, where we'll be covering the entire JAMB syllabus. The second time, you have access to our organic chemistry class. You have access to our metals and non-metals class. Yes, you have access to free JAMB CBT app. Yes, alright. So you have many features, many features. And once you enroll, you'll be given so many recommended materials. You'll be given JAMB Remix. You'll be given the recommended textbooks I've said at the beginning of this video, for chemistry, for biology, for physics, for maths, for the last one, which is English. Okay? So I advise you, now once you enroll, please take us seriously. Take us seriously. Very important. Take us seriously. Alright, now we don't only teach use of English, we also teach oral. Alright, so there is use of English class, there is oral class, there is also JAMB novel class. Yes, and we have so many features of our ongoing JAMB class. 4 hours daily intensive class. So from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. there is a rigorous ongoing class online. Alright, and one thing about GT JAMB class is that there is no way you can say I don't understand after being taught by GT tutors. It's not possible. All our tutors are academically intelligent and smart. And we plan to finish the entire syllabus twice, I've told you before your JAMB, within these 2 months. Now you can see that you cannot do this alone. Yes, you cannot do this alone, and that's why it's very important for you to enroll in GT JAMB class. Alright, and don't just relax, be consistent, be committed, and be disciplined. Consistency is bettered from discipline. So once you are disciplined, you are committed, you are consistent. Alright, so take note of that. Yes, take note of that. Okay, now I'll be saying this also. Our highest top scorer in this year's JAMB will get a cash prize. Right? We usually reward our students. So the highest will get a top scorer, and the second, the third will get a huge cash prize. Alright? So I want you to go through what I've said again. If you are to download this video so that you can go back to what I've said, do that. Okay? And the last step, the God factor. The God factor, very important. The God factor. Now, in GT JAMB class, every month there is what we call prayer meet. And if I bet you, if you can be consistent and disciplined with us, put your commitment, it can give you nothing less than 320. Yes, nothing less than 320. Right? Structure 4, we have what we call SOFTC tax. Survival of the fittest tasks. Alright, now this challenge, it's a challenge actually. This challenge helps students to finish their recommended JAMB pass question. So early in the morning, we provide tasks, e.g. solve chapter 2 in physics JAMB Remix, solve chapter 5 in biology JAMB Remix. Alright, there is a beginner, there is an intermediate, there is also an advanced task. So choose your task and follow it, and there is a specific time. You must not exceed that time. Okay, so you drop your proof of reading in the reading group. Now you can see, once you are able to be committed, once you are able to follow us consistently, follow us seriously, these 2 months, you are able to give it all it takes. Have this mindset, I'm giving it all it takes, whether the devil likes it or not. Alright, good. Now, structure 5, we have our class timetable. Now, you can see it on the screen. Every Sunday, there is a novel class. Alright, JAMB novel class. We will drill our students with the recommended JAMB novel, the Lucky Headmaster, with a lot of questions. Lots of repeated JAMB questions on this novel. Alright, so after every 2 weeks, there is what we call bi-monthly JAMB mock exam. Bi-monthly JAMB mock exam. Alright, so we will test our students' level of understanding and preparedness on what they've done in the last 2 weeks. So after every 2 weeks, we will test them on a strict and organized website for our JAMB mock. Okay, so provided that after every 2 weeks of consistent lectures, we will drill our students with JAMB mock exam, and there is a prize attached to it, a cash prize attached to the first, second, and third top scorer. Alright, good. Now, I've also been receiving some questions like, how much is the fee for the class? The fee for the class is 5,000 naira only. 5,000 naira only. But there are payment plan. Alright, so you can see them on the screen. You have what we call the basic plan, the standard plan, the elite plan. So once I advise all students to make use of the elite plan, 18,000 naira. You won't have to pay anything at all. And when you make payments of the elite plan, which is 18,000 naira, you will not have to pay any single dime. Alright, and a JAMBite willing to cover as many as possible within these 2 months left. Alright, the God factor, don't joke with it. I've told you all what they mean. Please try to follow instructions. I've told you, don't just listen to this my voice, watching this video, and without taking any action. So after watching this video, I want you to write down what you've learned, apply it consistently. Consistency is better than intensity. Yes, a focused 4 hours daily is better than 6 hours once, 6 hours after 4 days. So consistency should not be joked with. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for following till the end. Alright, and I want you to subscribe. If you've not subscribed, like, share this video. Emphasis on sharing, so that we can reach out to as many JAMBites as possible. Let's help them. Yes, 320, 340 is actually possible within these 2 months. If you can maximize it, utilize it properly and wisely. Okay, so thank you for watching. I remain Medic Victor, CEO and founder of Genius Tutorials.